Hi, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
My name is Shaina Rai and I'm the examiner today. May I know your full name?
My name is Karna Lama.
Okay, Karina, where are you from?
Permanently, I am from Nuwakot, but I have been residing here in Kathmandu since 10 years.
And what is your academic qualification?
Ma'am, I had completed my high school from Gitanjali College, which also lies in the center of Kathmandu, and that's all. Now, currently, I am reading IELTS for further study.
Okay, Karina, let's move into part 1. In part 1, we are talking about television. How often do you watch television?
Currently, I haven't watched. I haven't watched television, but in past days I used to be really into television in my childhood. But currently I have not been in television.
And which television channel did you usually used to watch in your childhood then?
In my childhood, I used to watch a Nickelodeon channel, which is cartoon, and in my childhood, I was really into the cartoon. There is one fun part of this. When when I wake up early in the morning, directly I used to on my television to watch the series.
Do you enjoy the advertisements that you see when you are watching your television?
No, no, no doubt. I reckon I don't prefer having advertisement while watching a good series or good TV, because sometimes it distracts me to while watching that. So I don't like.
Do you think most programs on televisions are good or bad?
Majority of television are good because they prefer to give a lot of knowledge related to social service, or for instance there is a Kantipur channel, and in that channel there are plethora of different movies which give knowledge regarding to harassment and other activity with other people.
And do you like to give gifts to your close ones?
Well, obviously, I would prefer to, or I would love to give a gift to my close one, because as I am an extrovert person, I have much more people around me. But when it comes to my close one, then obviously I will admire to give them gift.
And when was the last time you remember receiving a gift from someone?
Thank you, ma'am, for this question, because it remembered me my past days. Luckily, my mom, who is dear to my heart, she gave me a necklace which was made of gold, and that was so much precious to me. So I don't usually wear that. I love to preserve that gift instead of wearing it.
Thank you so much, Karina. That was the end of your part 1. Now let's move on to part 2. In part 2, you'll have to describe a friend of your family you remember from your childhood. You should say who the person was, how often your family knew this person, and how often this person visited your family. Lastly, you will also have to explain why you remember this person very nicely. You will get 1 minute to prepare for this. Okay, Karina, now you can stop and start talking for 2 minutes. Don't worry about the timing. I will be stopping you when the time is up. Are you ready to talk for 2 minutes?
Yes, ma'am.
Please start talking.
Well, I said earlier, I'm an extrovert person, and I love having people around me. And there is one of my dearest friend, which I remember her a lot. Her name is Samina Gale. Well, she's permanently from Nuwakot too. Yeah, as luckily we are relative also, and I met her first time in my school itself. She is also 19 years old, and a majority of people used to call us senpai in a pot, because we are so much alike and our habitual behavior are also so much similar. Till date, my family admire her so much, and my mother itself herself call her daughter too. She is not only my friend; she is a part of my family too. She is so much near to my family, and and luckily, currently she resides near to my home. So So we meet once in a weekend now. To say this, I'm really happy because although she was my friend since childhood, we still meet up now, and this is one of the happiest part of my life. She has very similar, as I said earlier, she has very similar habitual behavior like me. She is really helpful. She is generous too, and she loves my family members, and I also know all her family members too. All the family members of mine treat her like our family member. Um, uh, the
Okay,
one
thank
thing
you so
that
much, Karina. Now, when are you planning to meet her?
Well, after this examination, directly I will call her because she's really part of my heart.
Now, let's move on to part 3. In part 3, we are talking about friendship. What do you think makes someone a good friend?
In my opinion, I reckon those person who are a bit have similar behavior or who are a bit generous. Those kinds of friends can be too close, or for instance, as I said earlier, Samina, beside her, I do have a plethora of friends too, but no one can replace her place because she's that friend who has a great personality. Along with that, she is so much near to my family members.
Do you think that we meet different kinds of friends at different stages of our life?
Obviously, yes. Yes. Now recently I had completed my high school, and in that phase also I made plethora of new friends. But no one, as I said earlier, no one can replace the place of my Samrina because she is so really into me.
And in what ways are these types of friends different?
Not all the friend perception will be similar. As I like those people who are honest and who are generous. So those person who has a bit greedy behavior and a bit dishonest, that kind of friend I don't dislike. And most of the people also don't prefer to have a friend who have that kind of behavior.
How easy is it to make friends with people from a different age group?
Um, this was a nice question, ma'am. I reckon that for personally, I believe that it will be a bit challenging to make a person with different ages group. If those person who have similar personality or similar ages, then we do have much more similar things like in music taste also we do have similar, then that kind of people will be a bit closer. But those persons who are a bit older and their taste and preference are different, then it will be a bit difficult to make such kinds of friends. So in my opinion, age also plays a vital role to make a friends, and it is a bit challenging too.
Do you think it is possible to be friends with someone if you never met this person in real life?
Along with this rejuvenation, there are a lot of platforms where we can meet new people, like Facebook, Instagram. And for instance, I had met one boy whose name is Tenjing, and I never had opportunity to meet him personally, but we are a good friend. We share all our opinion, all our ingredients, and we suggest each other solution too. So in my opinion, it could be we could be friends if we are apart from each other too. There, because due to this different kind of platform, we can be friends.
How important would you say is it to have friends from different cultures?
Ma'am, it could be pleasant to have different friends who are from different background, because we get privileged to learn different kind of knowledge. As I am from a Buddhism culture, if my friend are from Christian, then it will be opportunity for me to learn about a Christian family or a Christian background. So in my opinion, those friends who are from different family or different culture, it will be a bit beneficial. Then it could have more beneficial than did-ability.
Okay, thank you so much, Karina. That is the end of your IELTS Speaking Part 3. You have received an overall band score 7. The first thing that captivated me towards your speaking is the lexical resource. You have accidentally used very complex vocabularies in your speaking. Secondly, your fluency was also good. The thing that you have to now improve is your pronunciation. There were some words which was a bit harder to understand, work on pronunciation. And the last one is grammatical range and accuracy. Your grammar was good, however there were some mistakes in word choice. You could work on it. I wish you best of luck for your coming exam. Thank you so much for having me, Karina.
Thank you, ma'am.